Hey guys, I just got back from a vegan perfume event with Jardin, and I thought it'd be a good time to touch back in on my latest perfume collection, on my perfume favorites, like what I'm using at the moment, what's best in like the vegan and cruelty-free space, which brands are best for what, and just go through all that. So I've got obviously some stuff from Jardin. You know there's going to be a few bits from Lush. I also got Eden perfumes and Floral Street. So those are the brands I'm going to be covering in this video. For me, it feels like it makes sense to start off my current go-to scent, and that is Cardamom Coffee from Lush. I'm sure everyone here knows Lush, but they are probably best known for having very bold, unique fragrances, as well as like strong commitment to cruelty-free beauty and ethical beauty. They're big on sustainable and ethical sourcing and like sustainability in general. Like they focus on some solid forms, some minimal packaging, but my absolute favorite is Cardamom Coffee. It always comes out in autumn. I would never ever wear this in spring or summer. It is just so cozy and comforting. Like honestly, just like a really cozy cardamom coffee in like the cutest, warmest coffee house you can imagine, with a little fireplace in the corner. This one is really old and I use it quite sparingly because it is stunning, but they now only come in the big bottles and it costs 150 quid. So I don't buy it as much as I would like to, but it is my all-time favorite from Lush, and I've just been wearing it every morning and it does get me compliments. Not everyone loves it, I will admit. I think if you're looking for something a bit more crowd pleasing, a bit more like this, very autumnal, but a bit sweeter and a bit more crowd pleasing really, they've got a new one called Chelsea Morning and it's like 20 quid for a bottle this size. I'm really tempted to buy it. I think I will soon, or it might go on my Christmas list because it is just beautiful. But honestly, I'm still addicted to cardamom coffee. One of my other all-time favorites, and this one only comes out at Christmas. This was limited edition Yognog. I got it a few years back. If you're a fan of Lush, you'll know they've got like two main scents at Christmas. One of them obviously is Snow Fairy, and I'm not a Snow Fairy girl. I love a sweet fragrance, but not that type of sweet. This one's more like cinder toffee sweet, like kind of like the inside of a crunchy, and it's so good. And they often have it as like a shower gel and other limited edition products, but they don't often have it as a perfume. So I feel very lucky to have this, and yeah, I'm treasuring it. But it will come out close to Christmas. It's very sweet. It's not for everyone, but I love it. I will say with Lush, their perfumes do just linger so beautifully, but one really important thing to remember is the final ingredient is definitely your skin. I think that's probably true for all the brands here today, but I know it particularly to be true for Lush. I've also noticed it on Floral Street when we get to them. If you are able to go into store and try them out, please do. In Oxford Circus in particular, they've got this gorgeous like perfume library on the ground floor where you've got all the fragrances you could want, just the opportunity to try them out on your skin, walk away, come back. And it's nice to have a place where you can go to try on these perfumes. I know a lot of vegan perfumes are hard to find in store, and it's really horrible having to buy perfumes without smelling them. So Lush are very good for that, and they've got a good amount of range in most of their stores now. This one was gifted to me by Lush. I had a little in-store experience and a little consultation, and we went with Cocktail in the end. I think I mostly went with this because it reminds me of Carrie Bradshaw, like if she were a fragrance, and I was on a bit of a Sex and the City binge. This one is a sultry homage to French perfumery. This statement jasmine fragrance will become completely idiosyncratically yours. An elegant dress-up perfume that really comes to life on the skin, originally created under Be Never Too Busy to Be Beautiful in 2004. I do have this, but I will admit I have not used a lot of it. I think I love the fragrance, but it doesn't feel very me, I guess. I sadly haven't used a lot of this, but if I do ever wear it, it's often when I feel like I'm dressed up and going somewhere a bit fancier than me, or if I'm dressed up more fancier than I usually would. Oh, it is gorgeous. I should wear it more often. It's like jasmine and rose and a kind of like sexy ylang. So it is really nice. I do like it. I don't know, maybe this will inspire me to get it back in the collection. And then my final Lush perfume is Goddess. This is another one. I think they only do in the big sizes now, so this was quite affordable when I got it. But to get it as a big bottle, it costs 125 quid, so I don't think I'd spend that much on it. But this is like a really sexy oud. It's called Goddess, and I remember the Goddess range kind of coming out around the time Ariana Grande did God Is a Woman. Very sexy, very oudy. I feel like I would put this on where I was wearing like a fully black chic outfit, where I was just feeling like gorgeous and glamorous. Like if I were wearing my faux fur coat, this would go on. It is gorgeous. I love Goddess, and as you can see, I've gotten through quite a bit of it. But yeah, I don't know, I've just gotten out of the habit of this one. It's kind of a little bit smoky, but in the right amount. Okay, on to Eden. So this brand is the best brand for dupes. If there is a popular fragrance you know and love, or you've just gone vegan and the fragrance you have loved is not vegan and cruelty-free and you're looking to replace it, this is the brand you need. You just need to search Daisy Eden dupe and you'll find the right dupe for the Daisy perfume. For me, I've got the Baccarat Rouge dupe here. That costs over 200 quid new, so it's not just good for the vegans and the cruelty-free, it's also very good for those on a budget. You can even refill these in their stores. They've got one in Brighton and one in London. The one in London's around like Notting Hill area. I've refilled at both of them before actually, but this is my most bought / most refilled perfume. It is just so good. I get so many compliments when I wear it, like from strangers in particular. Like they'll just have to like stop me and tell me I smell so good, which is really lovely. This one in particular, the Baccarat Rouge, so nice. And apparently it's a unisex perfume. Like one of my friends was like, oh yeah, my boyfriend wears that. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, okay, sniff me more. I was a bit shocked. I was like, it feels so feminine to me, but clearly it's a unisex. I've also got this one. I've taken to writing the names of them on the side, but this one kind of rubbed off, but it was the Miss Olympia and it's 591. Sorry, Baccarat Rouge was 504. They're all numbered. It's quite difficult, but yeah, you soon get used to it. On their website, I actually love searching ingredients. So around like summer, I think I like to search for like a coconut scent, so I'll put coconut in and I'll take a look at all the different coconut perfumes they have. This one I think I went for like sea salt or something because it's like a summer holiday in a bottle. It's really nice, quite sexy, but still got that little bit of saltiness to it. I feel like it's kind of gourmand in a way, in a salty beachy way, and I'm guessing it's like Olympia or Miss Olympia or something like that. Yeah, something about it just definitely reminds me of the beach. I'm literally off on holiday tomorrow, so I might pack this one with me because it's exactly what I need. And then another one of Eden's, which I have, is 634. And this one smells like a fireplace, but in a really nice way. It's called Bonfire, and it's got that sort of like warm, spicy, smoky smell to it, but it's not too much. Yeah, it's just like the perfect amount. It's just enough to give you that sort of like bonfire smell without smelling like you've been right next to a bonfire or next to something burning. It's just like sultry and smoky and just so delicious. So yeah, those are my Eden perfumes. I absolutely love them. They've got like the biggest variety going, and like I say, perfect for dupes. If there is any perfume you're wanting to find a vegan and cruelty-free alternative to, Eden should have you covered. Okay, next is Jardin. So this is a brand I literally discovered recently, first smelt today, and I had a good time. I loved all their fragrances. I was surprised actually by how many of them I liked. I feel like me and the founder have a similar nose or like similar taste for scents, and I got so lucky because the goodie bag was like randomly selected. I would have been grateful for anything, but they were literally like my favorite too. So I'm over the moon. So first up, we've got Celestial Patchouli. I've got this little like tester size, but the bottles are beautiful. I've got like a little video here so you can see what they look like because they're stunning. And I think that can sometimes be a bit of a miss with vegan perfumes, but like this is definitely a brand. And so I feel like it's Floral Street. Like they're both brands which you could buy for non-vegans and they'd have no clue you brought them something vegan, or they wouldn't really be thinking about it. Whereas with like Lush or Eden, they give vegan energy, you know, which is fine for us vegans. But some people just want to have that more luxurious look to their products, and these brands provide that. But yeah, Jardin uses their luxury price point to really make sure they're supporting sustainable efforts. So they're like supporting female harvesters in Morocco and make sure they've got like their own little businesses going there and really just supporting those communities and like enterprises. They're vegan, they're cruelty-free. They haven't always been vegan, that's quite a new thing. And I really love this patchouli one, the Celestial Patchouli. It just smells so, God, I'm running out of space here, guys. It just smells so grounding. Like if you're having a stress day and you want to smell great but also kind of like soothed, this is a fragrance. Now I was feeling so stressed earlier. I'm off on holiday tomorrow and I had lost my passport. I'd spent like 24 hours convinced it was lost until I checked my Facebook DMs because I thought, do you know what, if I've lost it out and about, someone will have messaged me on there. Lo and behold, yes, I'd left it in a jacket in a pub on Friday night, and I'd already been into the pub to ask if I'd lost my passport there. But I didn't think to ask about a jacket, so I'd left a jacket behind with my passport in it. So it was all sorted until that calmed down. This scent really soothed me. It's probably one of my favorite ever patchouli scents. I find that patchouli is just such a gorgeous fragrance, but sometimes it does just feel that little bit too like bohemian and hippie for me. Whereas this one I feel like is a bit more mature and sexy. And I also got a candle. I feel so spoiled here. But this is the Jardin Tiger by Her Side scent. And this one I thought was my favourite on first sniff, but then I decided it was the patchouli. But it was a tough choice. It's a bit different in a candle than it was to Spritz's perfume earlier. But it just had that like little bit of like spice and fierceness to it, as well as being like really comforting. It just reminded me of like a really good autumn scent, the sort that you're probably seeing throughout the rest of this collection. But yeah, this one's like amber, rose, patchouli. So much that I love in it, and I think quite a lot of people are quite blown away with this one. I just feel like it's the sort of fragrance that does make you feel powerful, and I think a lot of their scents are kind of focused around how they make you feel. So if you are looking for fragrances like that, definitely explore their website, and that will tell you like what the fragrances will do for your mood, and you can shop that way. And last but not least, we've got Floral Street. This one is Arizona Bloom, and this is one of my favorite for like holiday summer months. I don't feel like I used a lot of it this summer just because it's not really been the best. It smells a little bit like coconut, but it's just like a warm, sort of dry summer scent, and the bottle is absolutely stunning. I think that is my favorite thing about Floral Street, and another reason like these ones would make such a good gift is because they look like a little bouquet on your dresser. Honestly, they are so pretty. My absolute favorite is Chypre Sublime, and it just smells so elegant and beautiful, but like on my skin it just mixes so nice, because I didn't like it at first spritz, but on my skin it just like gets this weird sweetness to it, and it just smells gorgeous. And it's probably my second most complimented perfume after Eden's Baccarat Rouge. Yeah, this one is everything for me. Unfortunately I've run out of it, and as you can tell I've got enough perfumes to get me through the next few months or even years. So I'm not in a rush to get it again. It will probably go on my Christmas list because it is quite expensive, but it's so stunning. They're another brand that's like vegan, cruelty-free, but also super eco-focused. Like when it comes to packaging, when it comes to sourcing, they really care about that stuff. So all the brands I featured today definitely have like the vegan and cruelty-free thing covered, as well as their own little eco-sustainable, ethical initiatives. Every brand I love, really, really adore them, and think they all do an incredible job with fragrances. Vegan fragrances have come a long way over the last few years, and really managed to get some brands come out and really establish themselves as like leaders in the space. It's been good to see, but I've also stayed quite loyal to the OGs, which I consider to be Lush and Eden. I feel like they've been there since day dot. I've been vegan since 2007, so they've been very, very reliable for me. So whilst it's been nice to embrace some newcomers, they've managed to hold their own in a space that's getting increasingly competitive. I hope you enjoyed the little review. Hope you enjoyed a little catch up, and I would love to know, have you tried any of these brands before? Do you have a favorite perfume? I feel like I've got a very particular scent profile. Hey, just filming, yeah, but I'm just finishing. Okay, bye guys. Mwah.